What is up with everybody? It is Monday. It's that beginning of the week. It's the day of the week nobody likes. It's just a hated day. But you can hate it a little less because you have me here bringing you all of this and whatever's up here on one of these fantastic videos of mine. So, it is the end of the weekend, beginning of the week. It's crazy, like the beginning of the week is like right there at the end of the week. It's like that's the way to start off the week. But I actually hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and that y'all stayed safe and enjoyed yourself and ate a lot of food. And because I know I did, and I definitely gained some unneeded weight, so kind of have to work that off again. But let's see, today what I'm gonna talk about, I actually don't really know. I actually lost the topic of what I'm gonna talk about. Let me just brainstorm real quick. Parents. I think that's what I'm gonna talk about anyway. Parents and their craziness, their bipolarness, their not being able to understand this. But man, as a teenager or a young child, or just even as an adult, I mean, it's just like you constantly clash with your parents, and the sun's really like right on me. But you constantly clash with your parents, and you have all types of issues with them. A lot of teens have the same problems with their parents. A lot of adults have the same problem with their parents. That's fucking killing me. So I just made it worse. But anyways, when it comes to parents, like, you have to know, like, they love you and stuff like that. They just want what's best for you. But sometimes you don't feel like what they're doing is best for you. You feel like what they're doing is hindering you. That sun, man. Okay, a little better. But and so with the parent, it's like sometimes you have to think in their mindset, but most of the times as a teen or a young adult, you won't, because you're just like, this is my life, let me live it. But when you get your own kids, you'll more than likely make some of the same decisions that you hated your parents for, and that's more than likely will happen. But the parents, they just do some outlandish stuff, say some outlandish stuff, and you're just like, what's wrong with you? For instance, like, maybe my mom, for example, she's like overprotective. I'm surprised I can set a foot out the door. But like, for an example, one time I was walking up to the corner store. I just wanted something, just a little something for myself. And I was walking by myself, and I'm walking, and I kind of get halfway down my street. This is really, I was mad because I had made it so far down the street. And so she comes up in her car, and she's like getting off of work, she's coming home, so she came up in her car, and she sees me, and I'm like waving to her, I'm all happy, like, hey, how you doing? And then she stops the car, and she's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm headed to the corner store. And she was like, get in the car, no, you're not going up there by yourself. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Why? And then I started picking with her. She's like, get in the car. You're not going up there by yourself. And so now I'm mad. She takes me back home. And she took me all the way up to the corner store. And I was like, I don't want anything anymore. Can I just go home now? And she actually forced me to go inside the store and buy something. I was just like, okay. And so then, then she took me back home. And I came to my room and I was all upset. Popped the earphones in. And I was just like, to talk to me the rest of the day. And so, parents do stuff like that. They do stuff that they think that's helping you or benefiting you, when it's really not. And other times you have your parents when they try to constantly be in your business and just try to be part of your social life, and they don't know, like, they try to be relevant to what's going on with you and your friends, and you're just like, can you please just back up? Like, just give me my space, handle your old folks' business, and let me handle my young folks' business. And so they just all try to be all up in the mix. And then when they try to, like, use terms that younger people use, like, I hear my mom say LOL, like if I'm texting her, she'll be like LOL and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, it's so weird. And excuse my voice, I don't know, I'm kind of losing it. It's just nostalgic, like that's so weird of you. And they try to dress young and stuff like that. And some of you have like fun parents, cool parents that you can tell anything to. And that's another thing with parents. It's kind of hard to talk to them on a level that you would talk to your friends about. Like you say your sex life or the drama that's going on in your life. Because for one, you'll probably feel judged by them, and they'll probably freak out about what you're trying to tell them or what you are telling them. So that's another aspect about being a parent. If you have a close relationship with your parent, your mom, dad, or whatever, close enough to where you can just talk about that stuff out in the open, that's really good. Because with a lot of parents, it's hard to talk about that kind of stuff with them because it's usually an awkward situation and a lot of judgment going on. So you typically go to your friends for consoling, because yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, parents are parents, and really they will always be your parent, and there's really nothing you can change about that. So really just love your parent, and then just treat them like the best that you can, even when they do make you mad, or they get on your nerves, or they just don't ever understand. Parents just don't understand. And it's a Will Smith song. Check it out if you want. But yeah, just try to understand where your parent is coming from, because one day you will soon be in the same position as them, and you have to make some of the same decisions because you want best for your child. So on that note, if you like me and if you like your parents and you like, you just like life, you should like this video because it's all about liking. And you should also subscribe to me because you'll get to see me on Monday. And also, I am changing the days of the week that I'm making the videos from Monday and Wednesday to Monday and Friday. I feel like Monday and Wednesday might be a little too close to proximity in the week. So, y'all have a good rest of the week, because after today, it's not Monday. So how can you not enjoy it? But I will see y'all on, technically, I'm going to do the video this week for Wednesday, but I will see y'all on that Friday.